There was a time when you bought a car and it was simply yours. Nobody tracked it. Nobody logged where you went or how hard you braked. Your commute was your business and nobody else's. That ended the moment your car got a SIM card. General Motors just paid $13 million, the largest privacy fine in California history, for selling your driving data to insurance companies without telling you. If you've driven a GM vehicle since 2016, there's a real chance your insurance premium has already been affected. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to check what's been collected on you and how to potentially reverse a surcharge you never agreed to pay. In 2022, a man named Kenn Dahl got his car insurance renewal. He drove a leased Chevrolet Bolt. No accidents, no tickets, no claims. His premium came back 21% higher than the year before. He called his insurer. Nobody could explain it. He kept pushing. Eventually, he found out the truth. His own car had been filing reports on him the entire time. General Motors had been selling those reports to the companies that set his rates. He never agreed to it. He never knew it was happening. And he was not alone. On May 8, 2026, the state of California announced that General Motors agreed to pay nearly $13 million, the largest penalty ever handed down under the California Consumer Privacy Act. Not for a data breach, not for a hack. For deliberately operating a surveillance program inside vehicles their customers thought they owned and selling the output to the insurance industry without telling anyone. General Motors made roughly $20 million selling that data nationwide. The fine is the first cash punishment any American authority has imposed on an automaker for selling driving data without consent. A federal class action covering an estimated 16 million drivers is currently proceeding in the Northern District of Georgia. Fact discovery runs through late 2026. The number on the building says General Motors. The product inside those vehicles was you. This is not a theory. This is not speculation. This is documented. The New York Times published the full investigation in March 2024. The Federal Trade Commission finalized its order against General Motors and OnStar on January 14, 2026, calling the conduct an egregious betrayal of consumers' trust. Multiple state attorneys general have filed independent actions. Iowa filed in February 2026. Texas filed in 2024. More than 25 class action lawsuits have been consolidated into federal multi-district litigation. Today, we are going to show you exactly how the program worked, what data was collected, which companies bought it, how it ended up raising your premium, and what you need to do right now if you drove a GM vehicle after 2016. Here is what actually happened inside your vehicle. General Motors runs a connected vehicle service called OnStar. Most GM buyers enrolled in OnStar during the vehicle purchase process, often without a clear understanding of what they were agreeing to. Buried inside the digital terms of service was consent language for a secondary product called Smart Driver, not a separate form, not a clear opt-in checkbox, a paragraph inside a scrollable legal document that the vast majority of customers never read and were never verbally informed about at the dealership. Once enrolled, Smart Driver activated the vehicle's cellular modem and began transmitting data to General Motors servers in real time. Every hard brake, every rapid acceleration, every instance of speed above the posted limit, every trip, every mile. Time-stamped, GPS-tagged, transmitted continuously. The FTC confirmed the collection frequency. General Motors monitored and sold people's precise geolocation data and driver behavior information sometimes as often as every 3 seconds. GM then packaged that behavioral data and sold it to 2 companies, LexisNexis Risk Solutions and Verisk Analytics. These are not small operations. LexisNexis Risk Solutions is one of the largest insurance data providers on the planet. Verisk Analytics processes risk data for the majority of personal auto insurers in the United States. When GM sold your driving behavior to LexisNexis and Verisk, those companies added it to your insurance risk profile. Your insurer pulled that profile at renewal. If your data showed hard braking or rapid acceleration, your premium went up. Not because you filed a claim, not because you caused an accident, because your own vehicle reported on you. Kenn Dahl used the Fair Credit Reporting Act to request his consumer file from LexisNexis. What came back was 258 pages. It contained the dates of 640 trips, start and end times, distance driven, every instance of hard braking flagged with a timestamp, every rapid acceleration recorded. An 18-minute trip covering 7 miles had 2 rapid accelerations and 2 hard braking incidents noted. 8 insurance companies had requested information about Dahl from LexisNexis in the previous month alone. His insurer had all of it before they mailed him his renewal quote. He said it felt like a betrayal. They were taking information he did not realize was going to be shared and screwing with his insurance. A 2024 analysis by Insurify found that drivers flagged in LexisNexis telematics reports paid between 12 and 21% more on average than drivers without the same flags. On a $2,000 annual premium, a 15% surcharge is $300 per year, compounding across the full ownership cycle. General Motors collected revenue from the data broker. The insurance company collected the premium increase. You paid both bills. None of those steps were disclosed before you signed at the dealership. You might think that once this was exposed, regulators stepped in immediately. The FTC banned the conduct nationally in January 2026, 2 years after the New York Times investigation published. The program ran silently for years. General Motors did not notify customers when their data was sold. General Motors did not notify customers when their premiums increased. General Motors did not provide a clear mechanism to see what had been collected or to delete what had already been sold. The program did not end because a regulator forced it. It ended in March 2024 because the public relations damage became too expensive to absorb. It stopped because it got caught. And now here's the part that matters if you do not drive a GM vehicle. Because you are not safe. The connected vehicle data broker ecosystem does not run on GM alone. Ford's connected services terms include consent for sharing driving characteristics data with service providers and business partners. Hyundai's Connected Services Agreement contains consent language for sharing vehicle data and usage information with third parties, including insurance providers. Verisk confirmed it receives driving data from most major automakers, citing Ford, Honda, and Hyundai by name. Kia, Subaru, and Mitsubishi feed the same LexisNexis pipeline through their own data-sharing programs. Every connected vehicle built after 2015 has an always-on cellular modem. That modem is not there for your convenience. It is there because the data it collects is worth more to the manufacturer than the hardware costs to install. You are not the customer. You are the product. And your insurance premium is the invoice. So here is what smart drivers are doing right now. Search online for LexisNexis Consumer Report Request. Federal law under the Fair Credit Reporting Act entitles every American to a free copy of their consumer file. What comes back will show exactly what driving data has been collected on you and which insurance companies have already accessed it. Do the same with your Verisk CULU report, the second major data pipeline insurers use to set your rates. Both links are in the description. If your insurance rates increased unexpectedly after 2020 and you drove a Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, or GMC, your driving data may have been a factor. If you still drive a connected GM vehicle, open your vehicle settings. Find the OnStar or Smart Driver privacy options and opt out of all data sharing today. Document the date you did it. If you live in California, Virginia, Colorado, or Texas, your state consumer privacy law gives you the right to demand full deletion of data. These brokers already hold on you. You have standing. Use it. General Motors built this program because they understood something about connected vehicles that most owners did not. The vehicle was only the beginning of the revenue stream. The data your vehicle generates across years of ownership is worth more to them than the margin on the original sale. They wanted you in a connected vehicle. They wanted you subscribed to their services. They wanted you driving while their servers logged every mile, every break, every turn, and sold that record to companies whose entire job is to find reasons to charge you more money. They counted on you never finding out. You just did. The rule: you bought the car. They kept the data. The difference between those two facts is the reason your insurance bill went up. Next week, we are going inside the smart TV sitting in your living room. Samsung, LG, Sony, Hisense, and TCL are currently in court in Texas over a technology that takes a screenshot of your screen every 500 milliseconds, identifies everything you are watching, and sells that profile to advertisers. Texas calls it an uninvited, invisible digital invader. We are going to show you exactly what it has already recorded, which brands are worst, and the 30-second settings change that stops it. Subscribe so you do not miss it.